Hello, hello. Welcome back to World of Warcraft. Welcome back. In beautiful Telrador, I hope everyone, by the way, is having a fantastic start to the week on this beautiful, well, in my case, sunny, and hopefully in your case as well, sunny Monday. It's a little cold out, but that's why we're inside playing a little bit of World of Warcraft with our blanket and some cozy vibes. So come along on this adventure as we explore Zangarmarsh just a little bit more today. I don't know if we'll finish it, but we're just going to delve deeper into the Deadmire and into Telrador today. We got this beautiful view here of this amazing kind of, what is this? Oh, I don't want to step in it because I think this is technically a holy place. So I don't want to disrespect the holy place here. But fountain, there's the word that I was looking for. A beautiful fountain. I love that. I love the architecture here. But okay. We have a lot of quests to do. We have a lot of quests to do. And I sort of need a refresher. So let's get a little bit of a refresher of where we're at right now in Zangarmarsh. So we have a quest literally right here called Fulgor Spores. And man, we got quite a bit here. So let's just start with this one. Let's get back into the vibes of Zangarmarsh here. So Ruam here from Telrador. Where is Ruam? Let's see where he is, actually. I feel like he's over here. No, that's Vindicator Adar. Where is that dude? That's Prospect. Oh, there he is. Ruam. So it looks like he's like kind of cooking. This is like a cooking pot. Let's see what we got here. Looks like a fish head or something in there. Yeah, it doesn't look sanitary though. Not one bit. All right, let's see what Rom wants to do with these Fulgor Spores. He says, there's a little wait, hold on. There's a little in this swamp that will burn human. So we must resort to other means for lighting Telrador. Okay, so what he's saying is there's not much in the marsh that will burn, I guess because, well, it's the marsh. Like there's so much rain, not much is gonna burn here. There's not really any dry areas with some like, you know, twigs and stuff that are gonna be able to easily just burn and create light for them. So they have to look for different sources. So he goes on to say many of the creatures and plants in the marsh emit a soft glow. It's difficult and cruel to confine the glowing creatures. So we've turned to a species of mushrooms for our light source. We pick and cultivate the Fulgor mushroom here, but our needs require us to gather new crops occasionally. So maybe the light from these mushrooms, when they get picked, they kind of start to dim after a while, or, you know, die off. So the small green mushrooms often grow at the base of larger ones near Telrador. And as we can see, we've got these Fulgor Spores everywhere down here. So let's go down to the bottom here at the base of Telrador and see what we can find here. Now these look like it. Yeah, Fulgor Spore. Green, yep, emitting a very light green here. Bioluminescence, the beauty. So how many do we need here? We need 6. And again, guys, I hope the week has been really special for you all here in the World of Warcraft. Tell me, like, are you guys raiding right now? Are you focusing mainly on heroics and dungeons? Are you just questing, you know, what's going on in your world, you know? Comment below. Let me hear the voice of Azeroth. What are you guys up to in Burning Crusade? I hear whispers, rumors in the wind that Phase 2 is coming soon. Maybe mid to late April, maybe even March. I don't know. But I'm excited. I'm excited for all things World of Warcraft. Speaking of which, we got to do a little bit more delving into WoW. I downloaded retail World of Warcraft. Can you believe that one? I haven't played that one in ages. And made a little character, another Paladin actually. And it most certainly is a different experience. However, it really started to grow on me. I think I'm level 8, level 9, something like that. Just like a free account. And I'm leveling in Exiles. I think it's called Exiles Reach or something like that. But it's definitely different. Now, I did see where Holy Paladins, they don't really heal from a range anymore, apparently. They're more melee based, so they're like in the mix of things, which I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. It's a little bit more difficult for me to want to do that. I like kind of standing back and having a sort of a bird's eye view on the situation and kind of heal. But it could be really cool, you know. I'm never gonna knock anything I haven't tried. All right, Rom, we have some bioluminescent mushrooms.
Open your heart to the light. Remember the lessons of the past.
Yeah, replenish our spores soon, of course.
May your days be long and your hardships.
These are good spores, and they should keep us going for quite some time. Thank you for helping us to replenish our supplies, Parzival. Well, you're very welcome. You're very welcome.
Be well.
So we replenished Telrador's supplies of sparkly, beautiful mushrooms so they can have some light sources here. Now we have a couple of quests up here from these alchemy people. Yeah, we got alchemy supplies here from Hull Run and then Norani.
The Naru have
The
not
menacing
forgotten us.
marsh fangs. Norani says, during the Orcs' war against my people, gatherers rarely left Telrador for fear of being attacked or captured. Now, we venture out more often, but the marsh is no less perilous. It seems that the nether rays have grown bolder in recent months. I don't know if it has something to do with more competition for their normal prey, but they've been attacking our foraging parties on a regular basis. If we can thin their ranks in the area around Telrador, perhaps they would learn to leave us alone. Norani here wants us to slay 10 Marshfang Rippers. So the Marshfangs here are getting a little out of control, becoming a little bit more intimidating. That's not gonna do. Also, isn't this one of those sporling pods? I'm pretty sure it is.
The Naru have not forgotten us.
Welcome to Telrador, Paladin. If you need anything, don't hesitate to ask.
Safe journey.
On my last hunting trip, I caught sight of a new outpost being built by a group of trolls. No doubt they begin hunting these lands too. If they establish a permanent presence out here, the competition for food will be fierce. We cannot take direct action against them without provocation, but we can remove some of the natural competition for food. Interesting. For each Mire Hydra you kill, that's 3 fewer mouths to feed. So Haran wants us to kill 10 Mire Hydras.
Dionys.
Okay. What is this over here? Okay, we have all of the Mire Hydras down here. And what are these? The Marshfang Rippers? Yeah, okay. So we'll head down here. Do we got our Crusader R on? Yep. We are good to go. Good to be back in Zangar Marsh. In the place. Oh, that's a Marshfang, but it's not a Marshfang Ripper. So I guess we'll head to the Hydras first. They seem kind of cool. I guess they said 3 less mouths to feed, so I assume they have like 3 heads. That's what makes sense to me. Here, let's put on. There we go. Blessing of Might. And we'll put on our Sanctity Aura. Yep, they got the Hydras have 3 heads here. Let's see if we can do some damage on these. You know, it's crazy to see that these level 60s are gray to us. It's so wild. But I also feel blessed too, you know? Like it's cool to have made so much progress on our Paladin, you know? I just love the whole progression of all of this, you know? And sometimes it even gets to a point where I think where it's like you keep progressing to a point where you don't necessarily like there's always something you could be doing, right? But as far as like gear advancement, it's like you get to a point where you no longer need heroics necessarily, right? And the only way to really level up your gear per se is by doing raids. And at the same time, you can only do raids, you know, once a week, right? Or you can only do raids once a week. That kind of raid. So in a way, I kind of like that the game also seems to force you to take a step back and maybe do other things. You know, it's like, hey, you've accomplished this goal in the week, and now maybe turn your attention towards some PvP or, you know, professions. Explore other opportunities that are in the game, because there's always something available. Here, yeah, we can cleanse poison. And we just have to kill these Mire Hydras, right? We don't have to collect anything. Let's see. Yeah, we only have to kill them. I get a little goofed on the range here. I feel like I'm a little bit closer than I actually am. And then I realized that my little Crusader Strike here is red out. Let's get some mana though. Let's drink some purified water. But yeah, it's interesting because I haven't touched any quests in this world, which is really interesting to run through this and just kind of take my time with it, because my leveling process was just I really just wanted to enjoy running dungeons, and so I did. Like, that's how I leveled. I haven't touched any of the quests other than, you know, what you see with me, like, you know, every Monday, right? Like, we go through the game together, story-wise. But yeah, like, I have just really enjoyed just healing dungeons and healing raids. Like, I absolutely love that part of it. And I love being able to, like, every Monday just come out here and enjoy leveling, or not leveling, but like playing the story, you know? And it's really, really cool. It's cool to be like high level and then coming back to actually do all of the quests in the world. Because then I actually get to focus on the story instead of like this feeling of like, Man, I can barely kill these things. Like, it's kind of difficult. You know what I mean? To where we can now just focus on the story. Also, these hydras, bro, they don't look like any hydra. Like, when I think of a hydra, I think of that, like, more serpent, kind of snakish look in their face. These guys seem kind of like, they're different. They have like an almost alien look to them. Like the sport, they kind of have like the Sporgar look. Wait, am I done with these guys now? Yeah, I'm done with these. All right, let's get out of here. So we killed the hydras, and then there's Finclaw. Okay, let's take a step back. Let me make sure. You know what? Yeah. We'll go turn this in. That's fine. But we do have a quest down here for the Bahamut ruins as well. Oh, that's from the Anchorite too, Ahern. I think he's like the main dude here in Telrador too. Like the main priest guy. But yeah, it also feels weird because I've really enjoyed the raids, and I've been pugging all the raids, like, you know, Gruul, Magtheridon, what else? Karazhan. Yeah, I've pugged those the past 2 weeks, 2 raiding weeks, and it's been really cool. It's been really cool. The groups that I've had have all been like really, I just want to say like professional. Like they've just been like chill.
May the light embrace you.
Okay, well done. That should ease the demand on the food supply around here for the immediate future. Although we're going to need to find new sources of food. Fish and mushrooms suffice. But, variety can never be underestimated. For sure.
Be kind to those less fortunate.
Diaphanous wings. Living in such a remote location has taught us to make use of everything available. Of course, you have to learn to stop thinking about where some of these materials come from first. I found that the wings of the Umbraglow stingers are very helpful for waterproofing. They're strong, thin, and flexible. I see the look on your face though. Like I said, it takes time to get used to the idea. If you're going to be out and about, would you mind bringing me some of the wings? So we need 8 diaphanous wings from the firefly species here.
Remember the lessons of the past.
And I guess they're just sort of everywhere, aren't they? I feel like I've seen them just sort of randomly throughout the world here. But let's get a refresher here of the Bahamut ruins. From Anchorite Ahern. He says, before my people were decimated by the orcs, Telrador served as a retreat for Draenei, Anchorites, and spiritualists. A small order of Anchorites and Vindicators maintained a number of shrines in this region. During the war, we lost contact with the Anchorites assigned to the shrines, particularly the Bahamut Temple to the southwest. I've heard reports that a tribe of lost ones has settled in the area and may even be using the ruins. Visit the Bahamut ruins and tell me what you find there. Well, we're headed straight there, so we'll see what's going on. The Bahamut something. Oh, we got Exodar reputation for turning that in too. I haven't even thought about the Exodar. Is there even anything? Can you get anything from that? Like factions? Is that a thing? The Exodar, like is that a thing? Factions? How do you even see that? Shatar. Yeah, wouldn't that be considered? Hold on. Collections, maybe? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if do they show that? We're getting reputation for like Stormwind or Exodar, like the rewards that you can get from that? Or is there rewards? I guess other than being able to ride like the different mounts from each faction or something. Man, this music. What do we got up here? Oh, is he okay? Oh no! Let's give him that. There you go, bro. Let's help him out real quick. Dude, he was literally about to die. No problem, homie. Yeah, glad we got here. Yeah, no problem, homie. What is he? He's also a paladin. Can we... What blessing does he not have? Here, let's get him healed up real quick. And then... There you go. He can have some wisdom. There you go, bro. Anytime, man. Do I have anything that I can give this guy? I don't know if I have. Here, requires level 60. Actually, you know what? Can I catch up to him real quick? Let me give him this scroll if I can. Catch up to him real quick. There you go, bro. Okay, we scouted out the temple here. And what else do we have over here? Oh, these are all the diaphanous wings. Oh yeah, I gotta keep my eye out on these. If we see any around here. Ooh, there's a quest up here too. What is this quest? So natural armor. Oh, I think that's for that one dude in Ouroboros Harborage. That crazy dude. Let me see. No, maybe not. Okay, Mach 2 can always see a Draenei approaching in his shiny armor from a mile away, even in this murky swamp. Mach 2 wants to laugh at them, but then he remembers that they have been kind to the Kurenai, and he wants to teach them about how Kurenai make armor. The dark, scaly hides of the Finclaw Thrashers make some of the best armor Mach 2 has ever worn. If Parzival can bring Mach 2 some of these hides from the Finclaw Thrashers deep in Serpent Lake, he'll be happy to share some of his armor. Okay, so Mach 2 is actually part of the Kurenai tribe in Nagrand, and he is wanting to make some armor here. Let's see here. Yeah. The dark scaly hides of the Finclaw Thrashers make some of the best armor he's ever worn. So they're down here in the lake. Let's put that back on. Let's throw some Blessing of Might on. Okay, so these are also Hydra type creatures. Rock on. I mean, I can see why. I mean, their hide is just crazy. Oh, okay, right off the bat. A nice little vendor green. Let's try not to roll those things. Dude, this so reminds me, I just watched, I think yesterday, I watched that new, or I don't even know if it's new. It's new to me, but I watched Anaconda with Jack Black in it, where they're trying to reboot the Anaconda movie. Dude, it was so goofy. Absolutely goofy. I was not expecting, like, it to turn out the way that it did. Really fun movie. I've been meaning to watch Minecraft too. I kind of want to check that one out as well. Yeah, that one looks fun. And the new Super Mario movie, that looks like it would be really fun too. I really want to check that one out. I don't even know when that comes out, honestly. Okay, we need 4 more of these hides per Mach 2. It's warlocks that can do the hold or like the breath, right? Or is it shamans? Wait, shamans can do water walking, but I think it's warlocks that can do the actual like breathe underwater type deal. I don't even think we can drink underwater, can we? No, I don't think we can. That'd be crazy if you could just sit here and drink the lake water. All right, let's go around here. And around we go. Also, we got a new... Oh no, is he about to take that one? No! Is he about to grab that one too? No! He's grabbing all of them. We'll have to go over here. Hopefully we can get over here. Those pesky horde players. Oh no, our breath is about to go out too, man. Hopefully bubble can save me if it needs to. Let's see if that works. Does it work? Surely it does, yeah. Wow. Here, let's try to get over here so we can... Hopefully we can go up one of these little pipes real quick. Take a water break. Get some mana. We'll chill with this guy. Oh, he's got the Lionheart sword. Nice. Which we're on the way to get ours. I think maybe like the sword that we have right now, we just picked this one up from Karazhan, I think last week. Despair. Yeah, 52 strength, attempts to impale the target, causing 600 damage. Now, I really do like this sword. I think it's really, really cool. It kind of gives me, it kind of reminds me of the Keyblade from Kingdom Hearts. It kind of gives me Keyblade vibes. Which I haven't played Kingdom Hearts in literal ages. Dude, I'm gonna have to go back and play like 1, 2, and 3. Or at least 3. I haven't played, man. Dang, that dude ripped that one away. He was ready to steal that one. Yeah, he was ready, primed and ready. All right, so we only need one more hide. Maybe we can grab this one over here real quick. Did these guys here? Let's see if we can get them to follow. I don't know if they follow you. Okay, they do. They don't just do the poison spit. They'll actually like follow you. Yeah, let's go up to the top here. Okay, we got all of our hides. And I believe Mach 2 is in Orbor Harborage. Yeah, there he is. Just right up there. So we'll take that to him. And then, dude, we have tons of quests over in Orbor Harborage as well. But I kind of want to go over to the... And we'll get to those for sure. Wait, Marshlight Bleeders. Marshfang Slicers. Dang. Okay. So this is a lot of, like, helping them sort of beat back the... Oh, did someone... Wait, someone just put water breathing on me. Interesting. Maybe it was that shaman. Maybe they do have water breathing. Oh, are these the... Yeah, here's the diaphanous wings. Here, let's... I gotta keep my eyes open for these guys. Because they need these too. You know, I also noticed, crazy, on retail WoW, the little bit that I was playing last night, just to like try it out, that when I use like Consecration and like Judgment and Crusader Strike, it doesn't take any mana at all. And the only time that I was actually using mana was when I was doing like a little flash of light. Yeah, that was the only time. It didn't feel like I was using mana at all. I was like generating holy power and spending holy power, which is a completely new concept to me because like everything that we do is mana.
You find many things.
Okay, does Parzival have hides for Mach 2? Well, Mach 2, we surely do. These are good hides, Mach 2 thinks. They will make very good armor. Who knows? There might even be enough left over for Mach 2 to make some armor for the Draenei.
So long.
Mach 2's Revenge. Yo, what's this? Increases spell damage and healing by 24 and spell critical strike by 22 or 24 for an hour. Dude, that's not bad. So healing and spell crit by 24. Wait, what do we have? We have two different kinds of elixirs, don't we? Yeah, we have Draenic Wisdom, increases intellect by 30, and then we have healing power, increases by 50. Okay, gotcha. Last time Mach 2 was out hunting hydras for hides at Serpent Lake, he was attacked by the biggest hydra he's ever seen. Mach 2 reached for his spear, but it was too late. He had just enough time to escape becoming hydra food. Who knows? Maybe next time, Mach 2 not be so lucky. Mach 2 wants to be there so there won't be a next time. Will you help Mach 2 get his revenge on Ragesh? Yes, I will help you, Mach 2.
Luck to you.
I shall help you get revenge. Now where... Was it also in Serpent Lake? Surely it was. Yes, yes it is. So I assume that it's another type of hydra. Oh man. Someone says, hugging, what is this dungeon? Oh, Old Hillsbrad. Yeah, pugging Old Hillsbrad is such a grief. Yeah, I don't think I've even done that one on Heroic. I haven't really needed to. I guess technically I could maybe get like an upgrade from that. I don't really like wearing cloth pieces. Wait, I guess this dude's also waiting on it. Maybe? What is this? Let me do a /target. /target M. I guess he's also waiting on it, isn't he? Yeah, I don't really want to take his kill, because I have a feeling that he's also waiting on it. So let's, because he's actually out here leveling, and I want to make sure that, you know, he gets what he needs. So let's search for some diaphanous wings. Right off the bat, there's plenty, like right here. Jeez. Maybe it was fate that we just jumped over here. Yeah, if someone's already got their sights set on something and it's like another faction and you can't really group with them, then and it looks like he's probably been standing there for a little bit. Jeez, we hit so hard. I guess, I mean, obviously they're a lot lower level than we are, but it's still crazy to think about, because when I'm healing all the time, I'm never doing damage. And I'll be honest, like when it comes to like doing damage in dungeons, I don't like it. I love to heal. Love to heal, man. I like the pressure of it, I guess. And the supporting of it. It's just fun. It's fun for me. Let's stun this dude. Holy smokes. Oh, okay, so we're 3 out of 8 right now. I'll just use Crusader Strike and not try to waste too much mana before we have to sit down and drink. Boom! Can I get one more? There we go. I'll put the Seal of Command on and just chill for a second. And then we'll drink after this one. Finally replaced Judgment Crown. Oh, jeez. Yeah. Huge. Okay, damage taken increase. Wait, I think we can cleanse that. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Yeah, level 69 Dwarf Paladin. Yeah, he said that he finally was able to replace his tier 2 helm. Yeah, I thoroughly have enjoyed being able to replace like any classic gear. Because TBC gear is just so fun, guys. I love it. It's so pretty. Like it looks so much better. I absolutely love it. And the tier gear even more so, man. It is an absolute rush. Let's get a few more wings here. Boom. Even though, like, every time I hit, see, that's what I was looking for. Anytime I hit Crusader Strike, I'm waiting for that big number. I'm just like, it's time. It's time to win. Actually, these respawn kind of fast. Oh my goodness, yeah, they do. hoping that we come in contact with some ore today. I was doing some flights around Zangarmarsh actually to collect some like adamantite ore and then also fell iron, and I think I did like two or three laps around, you know, Zangarmarsh, and I come to realize that going from level 360 blacksmithing to 375 is an expensive or very time investing venture, because so I'm at 360 right now, and so the best thing that I can make right now for levels is the fell steel gloves, but it requires 6 fell steel bars. Now that doesn't seem like much until you realize what it takes to make one fell steel bar. Just one. It takes 3 fell iron bars and 2 eternium bars just to make one fell steel bar, which you need 6 to make one of those gloves. And yeah, and I think right now per fell steel bar it's like 10 to 15 gold just per one. So like for every point you spend or every point you get in blacksmithing after 360, for me right now it's going to cost about 60 to 70 gold or more, which is absolutely nuts. Absolutely nuts. Like getting, once TBC released, like getting to 360 hasn't been, like, it wasn't hard at all, but from 360 to 375 it is an actual kind of like struggle. All right, we're at 6 out of 8, and I need to sit my booty down and have some water. So let's drink for a second. And I'll get a drink in real life too. And while our character is chilling, I will be right back. We are back. Let's get this situated. Boom. Just a few more of these dudes. You know, it is so bright and sunny out today, but the worst thing is like when it is so sunny and beautiful, but it's cold. You know what I mean? So it's like you're only halfway there to having like the perfect day. It's like it's so sunny and great, but you step outside and it's like frigid. It just makes no sense. That's the worst. How many more wings do we need? Oh, just one more. Nice. Yeah, let's get that one, and then we will be good to go. Are they also okay? So they're also on our way, kind of back to Telrador. Oh wait, we still have like Mach 2's Revenge. I wonder if that enemy is still over there. Surely that Paladin is kind of like done doing what he's doing. Boop doop boop boop boop. Or at least I'm sure of it. Hopefully he's killed it for himself, and then we can grab the enemy too. Man, the Horde have that on lock, don't they? All of that. Let's see if this is over here. Ragesh. I hope so. Oh, it's dead. Yeah, it's dead. Someone just killed it recently. Well, at least we know it spawns right there. Here, let's see. You know what? Because sometimes I've noticed that when something's dead, like, it'll still respawn. Like, let's do /target MRA. Yeah, it's dead. Yeah, it's dead. That's fine. That's fine. Let's go over here. We'll try to grab one more diaphanous wing. We get a lot of these plant parts. What can we do with those? Can we turn those in? I don't actually know what to do with them. And then I think we're exalted with Cenarian Refuge now. Actually. Alright, just one more. This is it. No. All right, let's have a drink. I'm gonna have some of this ether mead. I got those from the dude outside of Shadow Labs. Which I wonder what the dailies are today for like heroics. Like heroic Shadow Lab. I think yesterday was heroic Shadow Labs. Like for both the heroic daily and the regular dungeon daily. Which is always perfect, right? Like if it's paired up like that, like that's perfect. I think you could technically make like, what is it, like almost 40 gold just from doing that alone. Like, oh no, someone's taking him out too. Here, let's try to invite him. Sweet. Perfect timing. Oh my goodness. Perfect timing, man. Thank you. Oh my gosh, perfect. Thank you, bro. What? He just did a his name's Squeakster, and he did a slash lick on me before he dropped group. Man, what a goofster, man. That is crazy. I bet he's a rogue too. I'm sure he is. Let's see. Yeah. No, he's a gnome warrior. A gnome warrior. That's funny. Yeah, these people are goofy, man. Oh, let's go turn in. Hold on. I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's go turn in Mach 2's Revenge. Yeah, we'll turn in Mach 2's Revenge, and then I want to go, wait, what are these dailies over here? Oh, they're all just repeatable for Sporgar rep. Okay, I gotcha. So Mach 2. Mach 2 nods approvingly. Mach 2 is thankful for your help. Mach 2's pride is satisfied. He will not be caught off guard again. Perfect. And we got some Adept's Elixir. Increases spell damage and spell critical strike, which is kind of nice. So it's a battle elixir. So what's the difference between that and... Okay, so this elixir is a guardian elixir, and then this one's a battle elixir. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. I guess since we're over here, we could just go ahead and help these dudes out, right? Since we're already over here. Hello?
Light. Must remember the light.
Yeah, let's see what he has to say here. Memories of this temple shroud my mind like a thick haze, yet I cannot assemble them into a coherent story. This place meant something to me once. Until I can restore that memory, I will feel as though a part of me is missing. Perhaps the Draenei can help me recover what I've lost. So he has a few quests here. I do want to see what he has. Does he have anything like interesting here? I don't think so, but we'll kind of sell off little stuff here. Diaphanous wings, we definitely need those. Okay.
You'll come back sometime.
Yo, Metal, what's good? What is good? That's my go-to elixir when I raid. That and Draenic's Wisdom. Yes, 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 yes. We do have the Draenic Wisdom. Like, we grab that for sure. Cause, dude, it's okay. So I looked at the difference. Obviously, like, apparently best in slot is still what is it? The intellect one, the 65 intellect. I forget what it's called. Distilled Wisdom. Supposedly that's still like our best in slot, but it's like super cheap to just grab a Draenic Wisdom, which gives 30 intellect, okay, and then stacking that with an elixir of healing power. So like, yeah, like stacking both healing power together and the Draenic Wisdom is so cheap. It's like a lot of times I can catch like each one for like $1.50 or even $1 and 20 silver per one of these. But then like the Distilled Wisdom is like sometimes, I don't know, 50 plus gold, sometimes 80, just depending on the day. Like if it's like prime time, like Tuesday, Wednesday raid nights, like obviously those are gonna go way up. But yeah, man, yeah, you hit the nail on the head, bro. The Draenic Wisdom is dope. But actually, you know what? I didn't even think about that. Like what you just said too. Yeah, it's like 5G for both. Distilled Wisdom goes up to like 60G. Yeah, for sure. But now that you say something, I didn't even think about this one. Like since we just got this from the quest, it gives healing 24 and spell crit 24, which is really good because this one just gives plus healing to 50, right? Whereas this gives us some healing but also crit. You know what? I'm glad that you mentioned that because that actually seems a bit more smart for us paladins, right? Because yes, the plus healing is good, but that plus crit is freaking just icing on the cake, man. Absolute icing. So I might have to look into seeing how that Adept's Elixir works stacking with the Draenic Wisdom. Really good idea. So let's see what Palu here says. He's got 3 quests, Stinger Venom. When I speak to Draenei, I often get the sense that they consider themselves removed from their environment. Many seem to pity my brethren, the broken, who they say have lost something. We broken may have lost our inclination toward the light, but our experiences have brought us closer to the land. My people see opportunities where few Draenei do. Take, for example, the venom of the marshlight bleeders that live to the south and west. It has a wide variety of uses, from hunting to healing. Okay, so the broken seem like these more kind of like OG thinking Draenei. But I still don't get the difference between the Draenei and the broken. So this is what I use: Adept's Elixir plus Draenic Wisdom plus Brilliant Wizard Oil Healing plus Spell Crit. Okay, pretty cheap. The oil is like 10G. It has 5 charges, 1 hour each. So, yeah, okay. Yeah, I check mark on the Draenic Wisdom. I've been using the Wizard Oil too, which I absolutely love. And you're right, like for 5 charges at 10 gold, it's like it's super cheap. An hour each, it's perfect, absolute perfect. So yeah, I'm glad that you said something about the Adept's Elixir. I'm 100% gonna try that out now, and just see kind of how it goes. I'm sure it's gonna work out perfectly, because any holy paladin's not gonna say no to, you know, extra spell crit. That's for sure. So lines of communication. One of the reasons Ikuti led us to Zangarmarsh was to help open the lines of communication between the Draenei and the Kurenai home city of Talar in the Grand. In order for messengers to pass swiftly between Talar and Telrador, the roads must be secured. On our way here, we were attacked repeatedly by Marshfang slicers. We were able to fight them off, but they would pose a formidable threat to a solitary messenger. Reducing their numbers will help ensure the safety of our messengers. Okay. So he wants us to take out Marshfang slicers all throughout this like road here, which, yep, it leads straight to Negron. So we're trying to make sure that these roads are clear for people, or for broken / Draenei / Kurenai, to make their way through these roads safely. Okay. The terror of Marshlight Lake. Traveling through Naga-infested lands has shown me the cruel truth about how my less fortunate brethren are treated. At Marshlight Lake to the southwest, I observed a particularly malicious taskmaster playing a deadly game. He orders his slaves out to the islands in Marshlight Lake when he knows that Terrorclaw, a giant bog stroke, or strock, something like that, is ready to feed. I needn't describe what results. We are too few to take on the Naga directly, but we can deprive them of their amusement by killing their pet. Oh no! So these Naga taskmasters, they have these broken enslaved, right? And they send them out to an island when they know that Terrorclaw, this giant bogstrock, is ready to feed. And it just mercilessly just like kills these broken. And the taskmasters just do it for fun. That's insane. Naga are so freaking wicked, dude. Holy smokes. Holy smokes. Here, let's get some of this, oh, we could have got the diaphanous wings off of these guys too. Here, let me put on Blessing of Might. There we go. There we go. I'm kind of stoked too, because after all this time, I feel like I'm getting a little bit more secure in WoW. Like at first I was kind of like iffy, like should I join a guild? Like is it worth it? Because a lot of times like I never know if I'm gonna have like the time to have like a actual schedule or anything. But I thought I would give it a try, because I'll be honest, like hugging raids, it's been fine for right now, or it has been, but you just kind of get tired of also, well, being a pug. Like it doesn't feel as like consistent, you know what I mean? Because you're always like showing up, and you're all like as a pug, you kind of never know what you're gonna get, and at the same time you never have the chance to continuously grow and develop as a team as you would with a consistent raid group, for better or worse, right? I mean, it's like you're showing up consistently with the same people, and you just start to learn how to work well together, which I've never really done, you know? Like I've never joined guilds and did the whole raiding scene and stuff like that. So I ended up trying it out. I haven't got to raid with them yet, but luckily they needed a holy paladin, and you know, we're gonna see where it goes. I'm kind of excited. I'm a little nervous, but I'm excited to see how that goes. Like being able to just kind of grow with a group of people, you know. The only guilds I've ever been a part of were just, you know, just leveling, social, you know, just whatever, you know, like, hey, let's go kill something in Arathi Highlands because I got a quest kind of thing. Never anything like, hey, on this day everyone's showing up and raiding, and we're prioritizing this sort of gear towards, you know, tanks or healers or, you know, all that. Excuse me. So it should be a really interesting adventure. I mean, thankfully, all of my pugs so far have been like really good, but I'm thinking like down the road as things become solely like 25 mans, I don't really want to like pug Serpent Shrine Cavern or Tempest Keep or Black Temple or Sunwell. Like, you know what I mean? Like I don't want to do that. I want to have a group of people to hang out with. Okay, so these are all these slave drivers. Yeah, like these guys. Man, these poor things. Well, I mean, they're haters right now, but that's all right. Can we get some of those? Yeah, the Marshlight leaders are also down south too. Yeah, that's crazy, man. So where was... So yeah, I know that we're doing the Marshfang Slicers to clear the roads, right? And then we're doing the Venom here. But what about... Wasn't there... What did it say about the Taskmasters here? Where was that at? Yeah, Terror Claw. Okay, we're slaying like the big beast. Where's he at? Oh, Marshlight Lake. Literally where we are. That should be really interesting. So these Taskmasters, slave drivers, are just sending these slaves out to the island to die. And there's Terror Claw. Oh my goodness. This dude is whacked. Got some fish oil. Okay, he's dead. When you are consistent with a guild, at some point everyone gets the pieces that they need. As a pug, it feels like everyone needs everything. It takes more time. Oh my goodness, you said it, man. You said it. Like every time you show up to a pug raid, it's like starting over, essentially. Like, there is no consistent group that is like, people are getting the gear, and then eventually, you know, if you haven't got it, you're gonna get it. But with a pug, anytime you show up, bro, like there's a chance, like, every time you show up to a pug, you're never gonna get it. And you know what I mean? It's just, it's so inconsistent. And it can make things just more difficult. Definitely more difficult. So I'm excited to start this new little adventure with a guild. Yeah, let's take out these slicers. Make sure these Draenei can make their way to Nagrand and back. I still don't want to quest in Nagrand just yet. I really want to savor other places before going there, because I know that I personally love Nagrand, and I just want to wait. I want it to be one of those, like, maybe the third place we go to. Well, technically Hellfire was the first, so I guess this was second. And I'm thinking it's either going to be Terracar or it's going to be Blade's Edge that we go to next. And I'm thinking it might be Blade's Edge. It might be Blade's Edge. Because I don't think I've ever actually quested at Blade's Edge. Even when I played originally with the OG TBC. I don't think I ever quested out there. And I barely quested in, what was it? Well, shoot, all of the high-end places, like Netherstorm, barely did anything out there. Barely did Shadow Moon. I don't think I did like Blade's Edge at all. All I remember was like staying within these three right here for the most part when I was a kid. I think I was like too scared to go to the high level zones, even though I was like level 70. I just stayed away from it all. I just didn't know any better. But yeah, I think we'll go to Blade's Edge, because I think we have like multiple breadcrumb quests that lead out there. Hopefully we can grab some more of these slicers. Okay, so those are all dead. Oh geez, shoot, they're all dead, bro. They all dead. What about these marsh lights? Okay, those bleeders are dead. Maybe it was us that killed them, but I don't know. We didn't kill these spore bats. You know, it also reminds me too, like with guilds, and this just kind of like spills over to all of gaming now. Gaming has just come so far in just mainstream media and just life for most people, and it's so cool to be able to play with people from all over the world, right? Like being able to play with people from Brazil at the same time playing with people from Australia, and you're all like working together at the same time to take on challenges in this ever-evolving online world. And no matter where you are in the world, like, you can just work together at the same time, and it's just so cool. And there's just so many different points of view on the world and cultural differences, and you're all just hanging out playing video games, and it's like, it's so neat to see. So neat to see. And it's even fun, like, when there's like slight language barriers too, and you're still taking on the challenges and doing your best, and it's like, man, like, how freaking neat is this? Oh, there's a slicer. Nice. So the other day we introduced ourselves before starting the dungeon. It was Sweden, Italy, Canada, Mexico, all 5 from different countries. Yeah, see, that's the beautiful thing, man. It's just like people from everywhere. Everywhere, dude. It's so cool. I love the diversity of just gaming now. Like, it's so much different than it used to be. Shoot, I mean, I think that's World of Warcraft was the first time that I actually came in contact with, like, actually speaking to people from, you know, other areas of the world. I think one dude ended up becoming one of my best friends during our earlier years of life, and him and another guy, we literally met on World of Warcraft during a dungeon. And he was just trolling me, bro. Like, he was absolutely trolling me. And like, at first, I don't think that we really got along, but then it just kind of clicked. And we ended up, like, playing tons of WoW together. And he was from Canada, but he was from, like, Quebec. So, like, he spoke primarily French, I believe French. So it was just really, really cool. And we were like the same age and everything at the time. It's just crazy. Super crazy. So yeah, World of Warcraft has always been something that has been this cool outlet to be able to hang out with different cultures. And just see how they do things, see how they view the game, view the world. Really neat stuff, man. Yeah, they speak French. He mainly spoke French. Like, even when, you know, speaking English, you could definitely tell it was French for sure. And I think there was at times, like, he, like, struggled to say certain things in English. And I would just tell him, bro, like, I can't speak any French, so I'm sorry. But, like, we still had, like, a heck of a time all the time. And then I believe there was a guild that I ran with a few weeks ago. I might have mentioned this, I don't know, but they were all from, like, Brazil, like, most of them. So we had, like, one guy, I think raid leading it. He would just sort of tell me what we were kind of doing in English, but then, like, the rest of the raid, it was primarily just talking in the language that they speak. 3 out of 6, okay. which was really neat. It was just sort of like, hey Parzival, this is your job. This is kind of what we're thinking, and then they just kind of left me to do what I do. I thought it was funny. But hey, we got the job done, man. It all worked out. All right, we need 3 more venoms, and then, oh, we're getting close with the slicers. I'm pretty sure the spore bats also give us like a little buff too. Let me see real quick. Let's kill one real quick. I think they give like maybe a 5 or 10 minute buff that increases your stats. I hate to kill things like this that are just minding their own business. Yeah, 5 minute buff increases all attributes by 30. That's insane. I mean, it sounds insane to me, but I don't know if like it actually is that great, but it sounds great. I didn't have it before, so, you know, I'll take it. It feels like it's doing something. Oh, I only have to kill these. I thought I had to, like, collect stuff from them. And there's our last one right there. Hopefully this helps them be able to travel a little bit more efficiently out here. Yo, that was fun. That was actually fun. All right, let's get our venom. We need 3 more. Let's see if we can grab a few more. Is this one over here? Yep, there it is. I'm noticing that people too in raids, especially like hunters, they'll be like, hey man, can you put judgment of wisdom on the target? But then I look at my is it 2-piece for tier 4 where it increases the amount healed by your judgment of light, right? And it's like, yeah, but my 2-piece, you know, I wish that it also included your judgment of wisdom, like it increased the effects of either or, you know what I mean? Because when I think about Paladin, I think of like a support class through and through. So for supporting seals like that, like judgment of wisdom and light, I feel like they sort of go hand in hand, where I feel like the tier set bonus should have been like the inclusion of both of those seals, because they're both supportive, kind of holy. Like when I think about it, like holy, right? Like you're there to support. Okay, we need 4, 5, 6, 2 mo. Let's do the thing. Nope. Okay, so that didn't drop. 4 and boom. Dang, one didn't drop there either. What is that? Physical and holy damage increased by 15%. That's nice. Dang, not there either. We are gonna go check over here because I'm pretty sure yesterday I saw a corium vein. Oh, look at that, a fell iron deposit. Yep, I'm gonna grab that. We gonna grab that for sure. I'm gonna check this one over here because it shows as adamantite deposit. Oh, well, there's nothing there. But yesterday when I actually like mined that, it was a corium deposit. Okay, these two dudes are all stacked up here. I'm thinking maybe I should run heroics on our as holy sometime to get a little bit more gear for our questing days like this as red. Maybe grabbing a trinket and a neck piece and some rings or something and a cape. I don't know. We could probably get a lot of that from like getting off spec pieces during raids or something. Okay, one more venom. I'm just glad that we have a good weapon. Like, we have a really good weapon in comparison to our armor. And that I'm very thankful for. Boom. Done with the poison too. And then all of this gets turned in up to, yep, we got all 3 of those done for Palu. So let's go back up to him. This will also give us some Cure and I rep so we can get our Talbuck one day. Yo, hold on. What is this? A fell iron deposit? You gon' bet? You gon' bet? Okay. I guess these guys are gonna bet too. Got no mana for this. I'm not gonna use a mana pot for this either. Ain't no way. Oh, what? Well, get out of here, bro. Come on now. Get out of here. Y'all crazy. Oh, that's not the seal that I want, but I guess I'll use it. I'm watching my breath too. Yeah, I better go up. There we go. Goodness gracious. What you gotta deal with out here to get a mining some ore? Oh, what? What is going on? Here, let's turn on red order real quick. And let's go back up here. And then I'm gonna... all of these guys, dude, they're a giant family. They don't mess around, do they? They don't mess around one bit. Yeah, I turned on that red aura. Maybe it's over now. We just took on like three different groups of crabs. What in the world? Yeah, let's get out of here, man. Ain't nobody got time for that. Let's see if we can get on our mount, though. There we go. And voila. See ya. See ya. so the Stinger Venom. I want to refresh on this one. When I speak to Draenei, I often get the sense that they consider themselves removed from their environment. Many seem to pity my brethren, the Broken, who they say have lost something. We Broken may have lost our inclination toward the light, but our experiences have brought us closer to the land. My people see opportunities where few Draenei do. The venom of the marshlight bleeders that live to the south and the west have a wide variety of uses from hunting to healing. Okay. So essentially these Broken, yes, they're not as like close to the light anymore, but they're very much a part of the land. They're almost like hunter-gatherers, just living off the land, whereas like the Draenei are more what they would consider higher vibrational beings, followers of the light of the cosmos. Or so that's what I'm getting. I hope he has some follow-up quest for us. Also, is this? Yes, it's a human warlock. Let's go help them out real quick. Here, let's give you, and then let's give you that. There you go, man. Got them healed up and good to go. Actually, spell damage and healing. Let me give them one of these. If I still see him over here. If they'll, I guess they don't want it. Okay. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. What is that? Tailoring supplies.
They're lost.
Alright, Stinger Venom. I hope to demonstrate the uses of Bleeder Venom to Anchorite, Ahern, and the others at Telrador. That's going to require me to double my supply. Thank you for bringing this venom. It will go a long way toward making my demonstration possible without depleting my personal stores.
So long.
Oh good, that's excellent news. The way is still far from perfectly safe, but the messengers are clever and resourceful. Good, I'm glad we could help. So 608, this is probably our best bet right here. Oh, nice. We're friendly with the Kurenai now. Thank you, Parzival. Perhaps with the help of the Draenei, this marsh will one day be free of Naga. I hope so. I can't imagine what it must be like to be forced to serve them. He doesn't talk about it often, but Mach 2 was once a slave. No, that's crazy. Good old Mach 2 was once one of these slaves out here.
Go on then.
Good old Mach 2 right here was once a slave and he broke free. Good.
Something you like?
Good. Here, let's get rid of all this. Yeah, don't need that. And let's put this up here because I don't want to accidentally sell that stuff. Heck no. Are we done in this area? In Orbital Harborage? I think we are. Yeah, this leads up to Blade's Edge. That's not... Okay. I just want to make sure, though, because I see a quest up here that says killing the crawlers. Yeah, I don't think this it's technically not... Yeah, I feel like that moves more into Blade's Edge. Which we'll definitely get there, 100%. But now we can... Let's go to the east side of Zangarmarsh. Heck yeah. Oh, and we have some quests to turn in over at Telrador too. Good, good, good. I'm gonna take this little north pass here because there might be some ore that hangs around the edge of these mountains here. Man, Blade's Edge, like, it's so perfectly named because, like, all of these just spikes of jagged, edged, mountainous region, it's just, like, perfect. I'm excited to quest there, too. It's gonna be really cool to see what the ogres are up to, because I don't think we've really ran into ogres other than the little bit that we saw that made their way into Zangarmarsh up here in the north, and I guess up here the Angrorash grounds. All right, let's head a little bit further south here to Telrador. Man, these poor broken. I wish I could liberate them all. And I assume with these marsh ring rippers, it's kind of like the same ordeal. Let's see. Yeah. So the marsh fang rippers are just getting, like, their population's just getting out of hand around Telrador, making it not safe for people like traveling and coming to the place. So we're sort of beating back the devils, if you will, making it a little bit safer of a place for people out here. So we got two. Yeah, I'm glad we don't have to collect anything from these dudes. And apparently in phase 2, I think that I think we can, like, farm Shatari Skyguard rep and actually get this as a mount, I think. I think I had this mount in the original TBC. I think I farmed for it. But my eyes are mainly focused on the Nether Drake. That's what I really want. The Nether Drake looks really cool. And even though I like the one that you can, like, pay money for, I just don't really want to. I don't really want to do that. I'd rather have the one that's in the game. Because to me, man, I always like the idea of earning things in the game and going through the trials and tribulations of whatever it takes to get the cool thing in the game versus just, like, buying it. You know what I mean? It just means so much more. Kind of like that bronze drake in, is it Wrath of the Lich King, where you have to run some dungeon in a certain time period. I forget which one it is. I know it's like a Keepers of Time dungeon. But yeah, stuff like that. Or like challenge modes, right? Challenge modes in... When did those come out? Was it or when was challenge modes? Mrs. Pandaria. Yeah, like challenge modes too. Like you could get the really cool transmog gear, but you had to go through You had to go through the ringer to get it too. And it was totally worth it. Totally worth it. I actually hope to do it again someday on our Paladin. I would love to do the Paladin one. Because originally I did it on a druid. And it was sick. It was sick. I loved it. I loved the druid gear. But my eyes, dude, even though I played druid at the time, my eyes were always on the Paladin one. That's what I really wanted. I just never played Paladin. It was kind of funny before stream. I kind of went on a bike ride just to get a little bit of sun today, and they were doing some construction in this area, and I looked over and I saw a piece of like construction equipment, and on it had a shield, and then it said Paladin on it. I guess the company's name is Paladin, and I was like, no freaking way. Like, how weird is this? Like, before I start a stream on our Paladin, and I'm seeing the shield on a piece of equipment outside that says Paladin on it. I was shook, man. All right, so I know we have quite a few quests to turn in up here at Telrador. But we are already in the Deadmire, so I kind of want to just see what we can get from here. Let's do a refresher though, before we do that. So we're bringing Deadmire soil sample to Vindicator Adar at Telrador. He says, I have lived among the Anchorites of Telrador for some time. And in that time, I've come to know the marsh quite well. Recently, I've started to notice a disturbing change in the land to the northeast. Virtually all life there has begun to wither and die, seemingly without explanation. I have a few ideas as to what might be happening, but they are a little more than speculation. If you were to bring me a sample of the soil in that area, I may be able to get to the bottom of this mystery. Well, let's see if we can grab that sample for you. Oh, it's literally here on the ground too. For some reason, I was thinking that we would have to like collect it from just like enemies in the area. Here, let's buff this dude. He's Alliance, so we're gonna help him out. There you go, man. We'll help out the Alliance players. Was this dude Alliance as well? No, that's an undead mage. I couldn't even help you if I wanted to. Also, what is this over here? Withered Giant? Take the Withered Basidium to Rom? Oh, here's the Withered Giant. Wait, is there multiple? So I guess it's one of those that like kind of just randomly drops, doesn't it? Let's see if we can get it to drop. That would be cool if it went ahead and just dropped. Mode of life. We'll give it like one more. But who knows, that quest might take us back here. So we might have more chances at it too. Is this one getting killed? What? That's a withered bog lord. Here, we'll go up here. That's a... Well, there's one right here. I'll give it another shot too. But I see Spore Wing as well. Here, let's take out Spore Wing real quick too. have any greens, I can DE for you as well. Okay. We got some dude in the guild DEing stuff for people. Rock on. Oh, and we get Sporgar rep for killing these two. Yeah, maybe I would love to be able to get this one because it looks like there's a follow-up quest for it too. Which I love. I love being able to like complete all the quests in an area. It makes you feel so much more accomplished. Let's see if we can grab this one right here. Oh, oops. Here, let's go over here. I think that one's killing something. There's one right there. Let's see if we can grab that one. We got like 0 mana too. Let's get a drink real quick. Alright, Wither Giant. Let's go. Let's get this little quest piece to drop. Let's cross our fingers. Please? No. Okay. Alright. Alright, I'm headed to Telrador. I gotta get out of here because I will sit here until it drops. I know I will. But if I see one on the way, I'll do it. I'll do it. It's got to be on the way though. Just throw that in. Boom. See any more. Let's go turn in all these quests. Man, we got so, jeez, we got so many quests to turn in. Jeez. And what did the Sporewing quest say? Where was that at? Unfinished business, yeah. Oh, from Prospector Canal. He says the first expedition the League sent reported encountering a gigantic spore bat they taken to calling Sporewing. They had to leave in a hurry, so they didn't have the chance to kill him while they were here, so I figured I'd finish the job for them. What's left of their report suggests that the creature can be found in the southwestern parts of the Deadmire. I think Vindicator Adar mentioned that it's to the northeast of Telrador. Okay. Yeah, the first expedition the League sent here reported encountering the giant spore. Let's talk to him.
Great to meet you. Off with you.
Well done, Parzival. I think you and I have managed to outshine a whole team of prospectors. When I get back to Ironforge, I'm sure I'll get my choice of assignments. Maybe you will. Here, let's do maybe, excuse me. I'm thinking of what's gonna sell on the auction house because we don't necessarily need any of these. But I think either Scroll of Strength or Agility is gonna sell better. We might do Strength though. Yeah, let's do Strength. Blackstein's Bane by Khosgaroth's Flaming Navel. It's hot here. I can't blame the first party for leaving, but everyone knows it wasn't the heat that drove them away. No, it was Black Sting, although they won't admit it. They were camped just to the south of the glowing Draenei Towers to the west, just north of the Ferelfin village, when the giant wasp appears out of nowhere and attacks. I can't wait to see the looks on their face when I bring the creature's stinger back to Ironforge and show it to them.
Safe travel.
So he's ready to go back to Ironforge with a trophy. So where is Black Sting here? Down here? Gotcha.
Blessings upon you.
Be kind.
Okay, so the
Those less
Bahamut
fortunate.
ruins. So, the Ferelfin Lost Ones have taken over the ruins. Most intriguing. They must remember something of their heritage and the significance of the site. We must learn more, Parzival. This temple could hold the key to redeeming the Lost Ones and reuniting the many threads of Draenei.
Blessings upon you.
From what you've told me about your observations at the Bahamut ruins, it seems this tribe of Lost Ones has reverted to the worship of animal spirits. Before we can approach them, we must know more of their beliefs. Return to the Ferelfin village and discreetly gather some of their idols so that I may study them. Try to avoid angering them, as it may hurt our chances of making contact with them. Okay.
Do not lose faith.
Ah, the Deadmire.
Illusion will fall. Do not lose faith.
The soil seems to be depleted. So it can't be the cause of the problem, as I thought. What's the common link here? Why is everything suddenly dying?
Good health.
The soil sample you brought me is nearly devoid of moisture. If the soil itself is losing moisture, then the creatures that live in the Deadmire must be suffering terribly. Excuse me. I've seen what happens when the region's fungal giants begin to wither and die. The pain drives them mad, causing them to attack anything in their path. These creatures have no idea what's happening to them. They are beyond our ability to save, so the best we can do is to end their suffering. And would you look at that? We have a quest to kill 10 of those withered giants.
Remember the lessons of the past.
Well, that works out.
Greetings, friend. May your days be long and your hardships.
Parzival, thank you for your help in clearing out some of the Marshfang Rippers. If they had any intelligence, perhaps they'd learn that it's best to live and let live. Nirani shrugs. Giant, overgrown bugs with intelligence. I wonder what that would look like. Not good, because there was a whole movie about it called Starship Troopers, and it's probably not the best way to go. Alright, Nirani here has another quest. It's good to see another fresh face here. When Halron and I first came to Tel Redor, we were the only outsiders, but that seems like a lifetime ago. Still, we try to welcome newcomers and ensure that there's always enough food and supplies. We can never fully repay the kindness of the Tel Redor Ankarites, but we can follow their example and extend it to others. If you would like to help, the nearby lakes are populated with a fish called the Umberfin eel, whose meat is a staple of our diet.
Seek the path of the light.
So they need some fish. They up here chilling, doing science experiments, and they need some fish.
Each day is a blessing. Safe journey.
All right, Halron, we've got the wings for you.
Be well.
Well, Parzival, thank you. Halron smiles sympathetically. At least you don't have to clean them. That's the worst job of the lot, but once it's done, you'd never know they were attached to a giant insect.
May your days be long and your hardships.
Dude, I'm good on the giant insects. Ain't no way. All right, let's head south here, or west here. Kind of southwest. We'll go check on those Ferelfin idols and then kill old Black Sting. taking out the black sting. I don't know why they want to keep making contact with these Feralfin though, because they're so lost and so just gone, I think, spiritually and mentally from the Draenei, that there's just no, sometimes there's a point of no return, you know what I mean? Yeah, sometimes I think it's game over. Oh, there's Blacksting. Okay. Yeah, dude, yeah, he almost looks like he has like iron skin. Well, let's do it. Yeah, it looks like he has like iron metal skin. Not today, bro. You out. You out. Your time has come. All right, now we need to gather these Feralfin idols, but without causing a ruckus, supposedly. I don't think that's gonna happen though. Here. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get away with not being hostile to these dudes. And also, for some reason, I thought that druids could already go ahead and summon Anzu in Sethic halls, heroic Sethic halls. But apparently that's a phase 2 thing. And I put myself in like a looking for group yesterday and wanted to summon Anzu, but yeah, apparently it's not even a thing right now. I would love to farm Anzu. Like, that's the, what is it, the reigns of, what is that thing? Yeah, the Raven Lord. Yeah, dude, I freaking love that mount. It's one of my favorite mounts in all of WoW. It was my main mount on my druid for a long time. Yeah, I don't think I really rode anything else other than my Raven Lord as like a ground mount. And then for my flying mount, I can't even remember what I used for my flying mount as my quote main flying mount. I know I really like to use that one, it was sort of, wait, can I open this wicker chest that's in here? Hold on. I thought it was locked. Yeah, it is locked, but for some reason it shows up on the map as like something you could grab. What's over here? Oh yeah, we're gonna get their eel fillets. Sure, we can do that. We can get the special eel fillets with the Draenei of Telrador. It says these Coilfang armaments give 82.5 Cenarian Expedition rep, which is kind of wild considering each of those armaments on the auction house go for around like 4 to 5 gold a piece. I thought that maybe they would give a little bit more reputation than that, at least like 100, but I guess not. All right, let's fillet some eels, but I see fell iron down here too. Here, let's buff up real quick and then grab this fell iron. Yo, motes of fire. How many motes of fire we got? 4? Alright. Time to fillet some fish. Let's do it. Come on, gamers. Yo, these dudes are wild, too. Wait, we don't need to, like... Oh, I guess it literally just drops as, like, a type of meat from them. I was thinking that we would have to use some sort of, like, knife or something to fillet the fish once we killed it or something. That'd actually be kind of cool. If instead, like if it didn't necessarily drop, like once you killed it, you just used that knife on it, and yeah, okay, so it just drops. But yeah, like if you used a knife on it to actually fillet the fish and get the meat from it to where it's like almost a 100% chance that you're gonna get the meat from it. Unless, of course, if it's like a sickly eel to where the meat, you just can't even use it. That was cool. It looked like I attacked like twice. Jeez. I love that. There we go with the 777s too. I love that. Nice. Fillet. What? A traveler's backpack, 16 slots? Actually, oddly enough, that's an upgrade. That's crazy. Yeah, we needed that. That's so weird. After all this time, we needed another 16 slotter. That's crazy. That is crazy. Hey, it all works out, right? It all works out. How many slots are those nether weave bags? Are they 18 or 16? Or 14? I don't even know. I feel like they might be 16. Yeah, they seem like a 16 slotter. Because it probably doesn't take much to make those either. I could be wrong though. Let's get out of here. Get some mana. All right, back into the depths. Reminds me of that game Subnautica. I think I actually own Subnautica, but I've never really like played it a lot. Stuff like that freaks me out too, like the depths of the ocean and like giant aquatic animals like sharks. Oh my gosh, man. I'm good, bro. I have a healthy fear of the ocean. It's more of like a respect in knowing that I don't belong there. And like there's no reason for me to be in that environment. Yep. Very much healthy respect for the ocean. I love to look at it. I think it's absolutely a beautiful, like it's beautiful, but it's absolutely terrifying at the same time. Like I will not go into the ocean above like my ankles. Like I'm good. But I've always been like that. Even as a kid, I just would not. I would not. The only time I think that I would is if it was just like completely, I don't know, like walled off or something. Even then, I don't know. Or like, dude, there's no way that I could never swim in like a lake or a pond. Just absolutely no way, bro. Not a chance. Let's put that on us because I know that I'm not gonna make it out of here. Okay, so I can use netherweave bandages here, but I can't drink water here. All right. Back down to the depths. What do we got? Okay, so we're halfway there. We're almost done with these fillets. Is it the undead where like can they like actually just breathe underwater, or is the breath just longer? Like it doesn't go down as fast. Like are they able to just stay underwater? Let's go back to the top here. Oh no. Oh no. Someone in the general chat said, I lost faith in WoW strangers the day the Alliance raided an in-game funeral. Jeez, man. And then someone said, no, that was the Horde that did that. They were quick to be like, no, that was the Horde. The Horde did that one. The Alliance had no part of that. Yeah, I remember seeing that video way back when. That was crazy, dude. There was no way. Like, I couldn't believe it. I could not believe it. That's on another level, man. On another level. But also, if you think about it, like how cool was it during a time where people were so connected in this game that when someone passed like that, that people actually got together and truly had something like remarkable. Even though it got like raided, right? But still the fact that people got together and did something like that, just, it shows you just how impactful this game is and was. But I will say, like, having logged on to Classic last night, and then like logging back on, logging onto Retail last night, and then logging back onto Classic, it really is a completely different feel. Like, not necessarily in like a negative way or anything. It's just, it's so different. It's so different. And I will be honest, I think for where I'm at right now, I sort of enjoy Classic more. But then again, like, I was only in like the free starting area. Like, I haven't bought like any expansions or anything to like upgrade or all of that. Uh-oh, I hope I don't die here. Oh, that actually hits quite a bit. I don't have much health, but maybe I can still get away with like killing one. No, there's not any around here. I'm just gonna like mana up and eat. Do I have any food? I don't know if I have any food. I mean, I do, but it's stat food that I don't want to use up. So I'll use some more bandages. And we're good on bandages. I mean, geez, they're really talking it out on general chat here. And since Blizzard fired all the custom, I mean, I don't know how true that is. Like, I really don't know. Fired all customer service GMs. Bots run rampant in the game, sucking up all the nodes. You can report them, but the reports don't go to anyone. It's all AI now. I mean, I don't know how true that is. But I mean, you never know. I mean, I will say that it is rough trying to collect nodes when you just have like the 60% mount speed, even with the Crusader aura, and then like you're following this route, and then you see like someone on their like epic flyer pass you by like you're just an absolute just bug, like you're nothing. And you're like, yeah, I'm probably not gonna get anything in this area. Like, it's not like I'm not gonna get anywhere with this. But I still did a couple rounds and got a decent amount. Right, 5 out of 8 on that one. What's over here? Do I? No, it's just all fillets. Well, at least there's a good amount of, like, chilling here. Maybe they'll drop a little bit more now. Maybe they'll have some sympathy and just start dropping. There you go. 6. See, they are starting to feel a little bit of sympathy. They're like, man, you've been here for a little bit. We're just gonna go ahead and just hand this to you. Here's some fresh eel slices. See, there we go. This kind of makes me want to have some like a poke bowl, bro. Sushi and like poke bowls and stuff, like, dude, sometimes they just absolutely smack. Absolutely. There's a spot around here that when they make poke bowls, they load that stuff up, dude, and it is the absolute best. Dude, I could actually really go for a poke bowl now. Don't you hate it when like you've made all your meals or you've cooked quite a bit? There we go. We finished that quest up. Heck yeah. Here, let's do that. But when you like cook a lot, like I made quite a bit of food to to make sure, like, you know, my fridge was good to go. And it's like I'll cook and I'll set myself up for success, but then once I do, I'm just like, man, I kind of want this instead. I kind of want some Mexican food today, or like now a poke bowl. Like I kind of want that, even though I've cooked and I've set myself up to have food consistently that's like good for me. But then like I'll just want to go out, you know what I mean? It's crazy. So you really got to force yourself to be like, no. We're taking care of ourselves. Not that what we would order would be bad by any means. Like poke bowl is like just dope. Barrel fin. Yeah, we do need to turn in those quests too, but I guess we'll just go down here and take out those withered giants while we're down here. The withered giants. Yeah, the Vindicator says, I've seen what happens when the region's fungal giants begin to wither and die. The pain drives them mad, causing them to attack anything in their path. These creatures have no idea what's happening to them, and they're beyond our ability to save. So the best we can do is to end their suffering. Jeez. Well, there's that. So we're literally here just to kill them, to end their suffering, because we can't save them. That's so crazy. So crazy. Just here to end their suffering. These dudes are beyond. Hey, there's that thing, the quest thing. Literally right here. Let's see what it says. So it's a piece of a withered boglord from the Deadmire. A close inspection of the basidium reveals a number of indentations that might have once held something. The alien mass of fungus presents something of a puzzle. It's far from healthy though, but you have a little clue as to what function it might normally perform. Perhaps someone more familiar with the denizens of Zangar Marsh would be able to tell you more about the basidium. Take the withered basidium to Ruum in Telrador. Perfect. Perfect. Wait, did we need this one? Yeah, it's a withered giant. Also, on the main page of battle.net, I saw where when you click on, you know, World of Warcraft retail, that they do like a little kind of like housing. Hold on. Let me just open it up real quick and I'll just see what it actually says. Yeah, housing virtual tour. I thought that was so freaking cool because I haven't looked into housing like at all. And then just being able to do like a little virtual tour was so cool. I really want to do housing at some point. I hope that you can pick your own neighborhood too. I really do. Where would my neighborhood be? I gotta think. Like if you can actually pick, dude, I don't know. If you could pick of all the places that you could go to in WoW. So I never played Shadowlands, but the place in that expansion where it's like very like heavenly. What is that place called? Like, is it Bastion? I think that's where I would have it. I would want to like be in the heavens, like Olympus. You know what I mean? As a paladin, that's like the ultimate thing ever. Yeah, I would want my home to be in Olympus or Bastion. Okay, withered log lords. We don't need those. We just need the giants. Yeah, anything that would make my paladin look more like heavenly or angelic, I'm so down for it. Which is honestly what I look forward to in tier 6. Like, you guys already, like, bro, we're getting it. Like, there's no if ands. And tier 5 with the crystal forge, like, bro, we're gonna go in it. We're gonna go in it. Yeah, I really need to make sure I get mana. Like, holy smokes. We need to be able to do some damage. Like, what does Crystal Forge even do? Hold on. Collections, right? Tier sets. It's tier 5. Well, actually, let's look at tier 4 real quick. Because we have 3 pieces of tier 3, or 3 pieces of tier 4 now. Which I'm so thankful for, guys. Like, just a little backstory. Like, I remember seeing paladins as a kid in TBC and seeing like tier 4 and seeing them with like the cool weapons and just all the stuff. Like, I just thought that they were so amazing, and I never played one. So to now be able to like do that and actually get the gear and to live out that paladin fantasy, bro, it's kind of emotional. Like, it's so fun, and it's so otherworldly to be able to do something that I never got to when I was younger. But either way, let's look at the set pieces here, because we're holy, and so it increases the amount healed by your Judgment of Light by 20, okay, and then reduces the cooldown on your Divine Favor ability by 15 seconds. Now, I don't know how huge the Judgment of Light one is, because it really just depends. Sometimes, like, if you have a Ret Paladin in the raid, it's amazing, right? Because you can just kind of set that judgment on the enemy and just let it be refreshed by the Ret Paladin, and it makes life so much easier. But the reduction in the reduction in the Divine Favor, I think, is pretty big. I really like that, because Divine Favor, that is, oh, I can't even see it because it's not, like, we're in hold on, it should be under talents, right? Yeah, Divine Favor, when activated, gives your next flash of light, Holy Light, or Holy Shock spell a 100% critical strike. And it's on a 1 minute cooldown. No, 2 minutes actually. So yeah, any cooldown reduction on that is huge. Huge, huge, huge. Oh, and I was gonna look at tier 5. Let's see. So each time you cast a judgment, your party members gain 50 mana. I don't know how big that is. I don't feel like that's, because as a holy paladin, it's not like you're casting judgment a lot. You know what I mean? And then set 4, your critical heals from Flash of Light and Holy Light reduce the cast time of your next Holy Light by 0.5 seconds. Or 10 seconds. That can be pretty good, because if that is also stacked with, where is it? What is that called? Light's Grace, yeah. Gives your Holy Light spells a chance to reduce the cast time of your next Holy Light by 0.5 seconds. So yeah, if those two stack, then that could be pretty cool. And what does this set look like again? Yeah, I mean, it's pretty intense. You know what I mean? Like, that's, and there's so much intellect on this gear too. Yeah. And And what about tier 6? Yeah, tier 6 stuff. I mean, increases the crit of your holy light. That's insane. Increases the healing from your flash of light. Like, having a 4-piece of this is just, it's almost like necessary. Like, it's just so good. I would want to get all full pieces though. I would just go ahead and, like, I don't know, like, it's whatever. You're still gonna be a great healer. Okay, let's turn in some quests. Let's turn in, yeah, Prospector Connell.
What can I do for ya?
So did you manage to get the stinger? Remember, it's useless to me if it's damaged. Well, we got it.
See you soon.
I can't thank you enough, lad. I'm going to enjoy this. Yeah, he's gonna go back to Ironforge and be toting around this thing that he didn't even get himself. He just wants to look cool in front of his friends.
Off with you.
All right. Ankerite or Herd. Yeah, the Idols of Ferrofin.
Favor the road traveled by few.
These should be more than sufficient, Parzival. They seem to be fixated on birds, which is odd. Because there aren't any bird species native to Zangarmarsh. What could this mean? Could they have encountered the Arokai? To a shamanistic people, they might seem like the embodiment of a powerful bird spirit.
Remember the lesson.
I have a feeling that these lost ones may not respond well to a Draenei, but would welcome an Arokai. Or how do we pronounce that? Iroquois or Iroquois? Arakoa? I don't know. Maybe it's Arakoa. You know what? I'm just gonna like look it up. Let's see. How to pronounce Arakoa. Wow. To pronounce, you can listen to the audio. Okay. Pronounce Arakoa. Wow. I'm not seeing anything. Let me actually, how to pronounce Arakoa in WoW Classic. Let's see. Interesting. It's typically pronounced Arakoa or Arakoa. Arakoa. Okay, gotcha. So Arakoa. So I can create a potion that will allow you to take on the form of an Arakoa for a short time. It requires a couple of regents, which cannot be stored and must be used within hours of being gathered. You will need to bring me a handful of Sporebat eyes and some Fenstrider tentacles. Both species dwell in the wilderness surrounding Telrador. Interesting. Oh, here's the Vindicator. For the unnatural drought in the Deadmire.
Naru have not forgotten us.
Thank you for helping with this difficult task, Parzival. Our work in the Deadmire is not yet done, but now our efforts will focus on doing what we can to restore balance to the area. Let's balance out the area. And there's the withered basidium that we got from the withered giants.
Warm wishes to you.
Parzival, so what is it that you have here?
Dionys.
It looks like the basidium of a bog giant, but I haven't seen one in this condition before. I'd heard that the giants in the Deadmire had begun to wither, but it's far more advanced than I expected. The Deadmire was once a lake like the others in the marsh, and it served as the spawning ground for the giants. With the waters receding, it seems the changes are preventing the giants from sporing. If this continues, the giants may disappear entirely.
Be kind to those less fortunate.
We must determine how far the damage has spread. The basidium you brought me comes from a bog giant. Their larger, hardier cousins, the bog lords, should prove more resistant to the degeneration that struck the giants. It would be good to know how the changes in the Deadmire have affected the other creatures out there too. Return to the Deadmire and see if you can get samples from the bog lords and the hydras in the area.
May your days be long.
So we're headed back. Oh, Nurani, we have your fish fillets.
Blessings upon you. Dionys
Thank you
upon
for your help, Parzival. Your generosity will not be forgotten.
Be kind to those less fortunate.
Thank you, thank you. Let's sell off all of this kind of excess stuff. Yeah, I don't need that. Yeah, dang, we got a lot of like goofiness. I guess we'll keep this backpack and keep that and the motes of life. Anything else? Nope, I think we are good. What is this? Singed page. I don't think we need that. Yeah, I don't even know what that
Open
is.
your heart to the light.
Yeah, let's
May
sell
the
it.
light embrace you.
And boom. What's this? Cabal orders.
Safe journey.
Cabal orders. What is that? Oh. Okay. Yeah. Well, that's way down the road. Okay. Was there any other quests to turn in? I don't think so. Let's head back. So Finstrider, tentacles, and then Sporebat eyes as well. And they're all in this area. Yep, there's a Finstrider. Let's get him. Boom. Strange spores. Okay, we don't need that. And is that? Yep, just a regular spore bat. But hey, at least we get the little attributes from these dudes. I need to remember that we have this freaking, I'll just put it there so I'll remember it. Avenging Wrath. I never use it as holy, right? Because it doesn't do anything for us. It just increases damage. Which I believe in Wrath of the Lich King, maybe? It might also increase healing too. So it becomes a little bit more useful. For holy, that is. Some Sporebat eyes. No eyes on that one. Maybe we'll get some eyes from this one. Oh no. Avenging Wrath, though. Jeez. I love the wings, though, man. I wish that they would last forever. It's like our Paladin on Diablo 4 when they go into their disciple like avatar like state. It's so freaking cool. Because they look like one of the guardian angels. Which, cool enough, the new expansion for Diablo 4 comes out, I think, late this month, right? April? Like April 28th? I don't think that we'll, I mean, we might play Paladin. I don't think we'll play Paladin. I think we might try the Warlock, since that's gonna be released. I think I said in a previous stream, like we played through the base campaign of Diablo 4 as a Paladin, and then also in Vessels of Hatred, we played as Paladin. So I think for this newest Lord of Hatred expansion, we're gonna do Warlock. Yo, Landon, what's good, man? Oh, welcome to the stream. Welcome to it. You having a good day, bro? And thanks for all your comments, man. It was good chatting with you yesterday, for sure. Let's try to get another. Where are these little fin striders at? They seem to just walk the area through here on these like little kind of shallow lake edges. Thought I'd check in with one of one of my new pals. Heck yeah, bro. Are you a WoW player at all? You play some WoW, or are you mainly just like kind of like play a variety of games? There's a fin strider. We don't have any of the tentacles on these guys. Which these dudes have, like, their legs in general are just giant tentacles. So I feel like they should always drop at least one. Oh yeah, no problem, man. No problem. I see all of these glowing mushrooms. Like, I know that we picked up some from the quest earlier, but I feel like you should be able to pick those again and maybe turn them in as like a continuous like daily or something to kind of keep Telrador stocked on their light source. I feel like that would be a good daily for that place. So yes, I do play different varieties of games. Rock on, man. Rock on. Is there anything like specific that you're playing right now that's kind of like really stuck out to you? I'm always interested to hear what people are playing like outside of WoW. Like, I love streaming WoW, and it's such a huge game for me, but I'm just a gamer in general, so I enjoy all types. So it's really cool to see what other people are just kind of finding enjoyment in. And that can also kind of give me inspiration to maybe try out other games that I didn't even know existed, honestly. Fin Strider, Tentacle. Like, we're about to finish up Evil West. I think I'm like on the cusp of finishing that game. And I'm really loving that one. That one's so freaking cool. I had never even heard of Evil West until I was just sort of like on Xbox Game Pass. And I saw it and I was like, you know what? Like, people are saying it reminds them of like, kind of like God of War, but Red Dead Redemption version. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give this a shot. And so far, it's been such a chill game. Marvel Rivals, Dispatch, Horizon, and Prototype Duology. Marvel Rivals, dude. I've heard of that one. That one's really cool. Horizon, I assume when you say Horizon, I assume you mean like Horizon Zero Dawn, maybe? Because if so, rock on, dude. Horizon is so freaking good. I need to go back and play that. I haven't played it on PC yet, but I heard that they did a PC release. Yeah, Evil West, I feel like when it, like, I never heard anything about that game. Like, I didn't see much like marketing on it. And then, like, let me see when it even released. When did that freaking game release? I want to say it's showed up as like 2022 or something like that. Let's see. Well, shoot, I don't even know. When did that game release? Evil West release date. Yeah, November 22, 2022, yeah. But yeah, I never heard anything about that game until just recently, and I was like, you know what? I've been watching a lot of like underworld and vampire type movies, and I was just sort of like in this like monster horror kind of vibe for a little bit, so I thought I would give it a shot, and so far it has not disappointed whatsoever. I also like that you can like upgrade your guns, upgrade your character, find little outfits and stuff. And it's linear too. It's not like open world, which sometimes open world games, depending, they can get a little wild, as in like just kind of overbearing with the amount that's there. Are you kidding me? It slipped through my neural connection. No doubt, man. No doubt. I never heard anything about it, but I'm glad that I did. And I was actually thinking, because I figured that I'm like in the story of Evil West, I can tell that it's starting to wrap up and that you're kind of getting close to like the last like boss and everything. So I feel like I probably have less than an hour left of it. But that's just based off of feel of like what I've done in the story so far. And I've already kind of decided that I think my next game is gonna be freaking RoboCop Rogue City. I've like, dude, there's something so 80s retro about that game. And I haven't really looked into it, but I saw that it was on Game Pass, and I'm like, bro, I gotta try this out. Freaking RoboCop. Like, I've watched the movie, and I loved it. I think it was one of the newer remakes of it, but I really want to see how the game works. Who doesn't love RoboCop, right? Dude, I would love to see a Blade Runner game. Like, I played Cyberpunk 2077, and that game shook my core, man. I love Cyberpunk 2077. That game, just the sheer scope of it and just being in the city with everything going on is so otherworldly, man. Otherworldly. I can watch that RoboCop movie 24/7 on YouTube, no doubt. No doubt. They did a great job with it too. Did a fantastic job. Where are these freaking Fin Riders? Or Fin Striders? There we go, we got one. We still need 4 of these tentacles from these dudes. Let's hope he drops one on this go here. Yeah. It's you know, it's crazy too, because me and my wife visited Tokyo a few years back, and being able to actually be in the cyberpunk world, and then it's almost like it transferred me back to what it was like to walk in Tokyo at like 3 a.m. and just be surrounded by just all of the neon lights, all of the hustle and bustle of life. And it felt so freaking cool to just be in a video game that kind of gave me that same sort of like Tokyo Knight Rider nightlife kind of vibe. Wait, where's my freaking... Oh, there's my judgment. There it is. Okay, we already had one, but like, geez, I'm glad that we have two tentacles. Funny, I always like different art styles in games and stuff. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's the beauty of it, right? Is like, you know, games themselves are like art. So you have all these different creators who have different ways of viewing the world and putting that into a game. And like seeing how that comes to fruition, it's like, it's cool. And it's like you get to play an art piece, right? Like you get to live in the art piece that someone came up with. And that's what excites me too about like the future of gaming too, and what that's gonna look like as technology changes and leaps forward. I'll always say it too, like, for better or worse, I kind of really want that whole like nerve gear that is in Sword Art Online, where you can just like put on like the VR and just sort of like lay back, and you're just like, you're mentally in the game. Like, you're no longer here visually in the real world, but you are like transported neurally into a virtual world that you're living in, that you can feel, that you can smell. Like, everything is like there. Obviously, I don't want to be trapped in there where, like, on death in the game, I die in real life. But you see what I'm saying. Oh, I make a lot of characters in my imagination and make their own personalities. Oh yeah, dude. I think that's what makes great game development, I'd say. It's just that imagination and creation. Okay, we're at 2 out of 4 on these things, man. I know we can do it. I know we can do it. This is number 3. Yep, there we go. We got number 3. Now we just gotta finish up 4, and then we are good to go. I know we're getting close to this horde place here. What is this place called? The Swamp Rat Post? Oh, that's good. That's real good. That's so horde oriented too. But it also reminds me of Star Wars, like swamp rats. There was a line in, I think, like one of the original Battlefront games. It might have been Battlefront 2, like the original one, not the slightly newer version, where I think, like, as rebels, someone says, oh, it's like shooting swamp rats, kid? And I just remember that being like played over in my head over and over again as a kid. I think it's when you do a fight on the planet Dagobah, maybe. I can't really remember. I just know that you're on like some sort of swamp or something like that. Or maybe they just say it anywhere. Man, what I would give for a good Star Wars game. Although I haven't played, what's that newest Star Wars game that's sort of like open world, where you play as like a smuggler? It was made by Ubisoft, or produced by Ubisoft, or something like that. And it's got like the female lead character, and then it's got her like like Pet Nix or something. What is that one called? Star Wars. You know what? It's slipping my mind completely. Star Wars. New games, maybe? Let me just look it up. Newest games. I have no idea. Star Wars female lead game. Dude, why is this not even coming up? Well, I totally forget what game it was, but it looks pretty good. Maybe it shows up on Xbox Game Pass. If I just search Star Wars on Game Pass. Star Wars? Let's see here, Star Wars. Because it is on Game Pass, I believe. Star Wars Outlaws, oh my goodness. That's the one that I was thinking about. Star Wars freaking Outlaws. That one looks cool. Let's hope this is the last tentacle we need. Oh my goodness. Thank the light. We did it. Thank the light. And what do we need over here? We need the withered boglord samples. And just to make sure, okay, because that one dude said that the regions that he needed, I think once he puts them together, that's when you only have like a few hours to do the quest. And we need hydro samples and then the boglords, I think. Yeah, we got other people out here. Oh, that dude's name is Constantine. Yo, that's a great name for a paladin too. Constantine, I freaking love that movie. Yeah, dude, Constantine, that would be a great game too. The Constantine world. John Constantine. Yeah, that would be amazing. Okay, so he's after that one. I got two over here that I can grab. Might as well just grab both of them. I wonder if they ever did make a Constantine game. Okay, we got one sample. Ooh, and a green that drop or like sells for almost 6 gold. And an adamantite deposit. Man, we're getting pretty lucky. That's what I like to see. That's the good stuff. With a giant, we don't need the giant. Yeah, here's another Hydra. Hopefully we can get it. I know there's a lot of people out here like farming them. We're for sure gonna get some mana before we start pulling some more. Is that dude a paladin? Yeah, that dude's a paladin. I'll go after this guy. Let's put on our wings. Yep, let's get crazy. We only have a few seconds left to use it though, like 4 seconds. Let's see if we can get like one hit off real quick. Oh no, I don't think we're gonna make it. So these samples might be a little... It might be like those tentacles we were trying to get a second ago. Take some time to drop. But that's okay. We got one sample, and here's some hydras. Nice. Yeah, I think we're getting close to actually finishing all of Zangarmarsh. This might be like the end, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna go to Blade's Edge after this. What do you guys think? Are you thinking like Blade's Edge or Terracar Forest? What do you think is gonna be the most interesting after Zangarmarsh? Like, both seem pretty okay. Like, they both seem cool. But it's just choosing between... Because Terracar Forest also includes Shatrath City. So it's like, okay, do we want Blade's Edge? Or do we want to focus on Terracar Forest and Shatrath City, since it's, like, kind of connected? It's hard. It's a hard pick, because they're both cool. So that depends on how the gameplay looks. Yeah, man. Well, we'll be questing. So I kind of want to see, well, I mean, we're going to experience all of it. But I feel like, oh, man, that it's a difficult one. Because where does Shatrath City lead us to a lot? Let's see if we can even... Yeah, there we go. Yeah, we have quests out there, like restoring the light. Okay, so that's for the Aldor type area. Yeah, so like we'll have quests for the Aldor. We'll have quests here in the lower city. So a mix of Terracar Forest and Shatrath could be really neat to kind of see what the story is out there too. Yo, wait a second. The Deadmire, is that a giant dragon? You know what? I've never even noticed what these bones are right here. And that's a freaking dragon. Dude, I never even noticed this. So these Naga drain... Okay, so they drained this lake here. They drained this entire lake. And in the lake, at the bottom, just fossilizing in the ground under the water, was this giant dragon. Dude. So I was planning to get Outlaws on its birth year, but I changed my mind. It's worth to some players, but not everybody. You can play it though. It'd be a nice touch to your channel. Yeah. Yeah, the Star Wars would be really cool. I know I started to play, what was it, Star Wars Battlefront 2, the campaign of that one, and I was really surprised how the graphics actually stood really well in that game. Okay, so we got all of our Hydra samples, and let's take out, we need some Bog Lords now. We need to finish the Bog Lord samples. So let's grab those. Let's turn on our sanctity aura. There we go. Okay, Withered Bog Lord. There it is. Yeah, Battlefront 2, pretty dope. There was another Star Wars game I think I was... Oh, Republic Commando. That game. I wish that they would do a remake of that one. I would love to see Republic Commando get some more love. Or just like more gritty, dark Star Wars themes. I hear they are doing a racing game for Star Wars soon. Yes, yes, I saw something about that. I would love to play that. Like anything like pod racing and stuff, for sure. For sure. And as far as Eclipse go, I don't think I've heard of Eclipse. Is it supposed to be like open world or kind of like third person action adventure, like linear type game, or do you have any like information on what that one's kind of gonna be like? Because I'm always down for a good Star Wars game, always. Like, I remember playing Star Wars Jedi Power Battles so much when that came out years ago. I think on like just the original PlayStation, I think. And that one was really fun. Yeah, man. Where are these Bog Lords? I think there's a lot of people like farming these right now. There's one. Let's grab him. Let's do it. I hate that even these giant mushrooms out here, they're just decaying and dying. It's so sad. Because Zanger Marsh is so beautiful. Dang, these are not dropping, are they? But at least this guy showed up just when we needed him to. Here, we might as well just get some mana. That dude was rolling around on, like, I think the original human mount. Although that could be kind of fun to have one of those, the regular human mounts. I don't think we have one. Like, can we see, how do we see those? Can we, is there like a mount tab here? Okay. Reputation. No, I don't. Faction mounts, maybe. Oh, maybe it's like under the original one here. Faction mounts. Yeah, the swift Palominos, the brown steed, and the white steed. I would love to have one, yeah, without the armor. Yeah, the ones without the armor are so fun. I would want to get the brown horse. Yeah, that's so fun. The ones with armor are just I don't know, to me, they're not as just like cool as just the regular horses for some reason. So it's being made by the people who made Detroit Become Human, Heavy Rain, Beyond Two Souls, Quantic Dream. Interesting. Very interesting. So that could be pretty freaking cool. So very story heavy, but also kind of like dark. And graphically superior. Yeah, I have a feeling that's gonna be fun. Yeah, that one's gonna be a treat for sure. I hope we get to see it relatively soon too, man. That'd be a lot of fun. Boglord Tendril. We need 3 more of these bad boys. Hey, but at least we're getting Sporgar reputation with this. I'll take it, because I think it exalted. We can get one of those little sporling bat pets. As goofy as that is. Dang, another, geez, I mean, that's, we're getting some greens out here that also give us quite a bit of gold too. That's always nice. It kills me knowing we have little info, but hopefully sooner or later. I know. That's always the worst when a game gets announced that it's in development and it looks or sounds so freaking wild, but it's just radio silent on everything. That is the worst. Like, I know that they said that Knights of the Old Republic 2, I don't know. They were doing like a Knights of the Old Republic remake or something like that, and I haven't heard anything about that recently. Like, Knights of the Old Republic is top tier. I played the absolute smoke out of the first and second game. Loved those games. And don't even get me started on Intergalactic Heretic Prophet. I mean, I don't know anything about that. Nothing. Knights of the Old Republic remake, I've left in the dust. Maybe rumors will be announced. Yeah, oh sweet, we finally finished the quest. Oh my goodness. Let's go turn these in. Yeah, I mean, I haven't even thought about it until just now, since we were just chit-chatting about Star Wars. But yeah, I haven't heard anything about it. But I'm just really hoping for some like really good games this year and next year. Well, just in the foreseeable future as well too, man. Not trying to get you down, just being on it. Yeah, no, I get that. Yeah, when you don't hear anything about a game, it's just like, well, you know, it is what it is. Dude, I was honestly kind of bummed about Ashes of Creation. stopping their development and just like shutting down. I really did want to play that. Like I wanted to stream that and go through the story and the world of Ashes of Creation. I thought it looked freaking awesome. I never got to play it or anything, but I don't know. Just having another new, like brand new MMO with a whole new world and stuff to explore would have been really cool. Yeah, Ashes of Creation was an MMO in development for quite a while. I think it was originally announced in like it's been forever.
The Legion's end draws
yeah.
near.
They ended up shutting down development.
Good help. Long
Okay, I'm gonna wait to turn this one in because I think that's a timed quest. Let's talk to Ruum here.
Open your heart to the light. Be well.
So Ruum examines the samples, looking distressed. It's exactly as I'd feared, Parzival. The drying environment is taking a heavy toll on creatures never meant to live outside swampy environments. We'll have to continue to monitor the area and consult with the Sonarian expedition to see if anything can be done.
Lionis Akala.
Dang. Well, I guess there's that. The Deadmire is just sort of dead. There's not much probably we can do.
Good fortune. Blessings upon your family. Good health. Long
Parzival, these will do nicely. Allow me a moment to mix up the potion, okay?
favor the road, traveler.
So the messenger to the Feralfin. The time has come for us to embrace the Feralfin and teach them the light has not forsaken them. Take the potion I've prepared and carry it with you to the Bahamut ruins. Once you arrive at the ruins, drink the potion to assume the form of one of their bird spirits. Speak with Elder Curatai and let him know the Draenei are ready to welcome his people as our long-lost brothers. Uh-oh.
Be kind.
We'll see how this goes. I don't think it's gonna work out the way he thinks it is. Because I think that the Lost are just so far gone. Redfall creators shut down too. I don't know if I've heard anything about Redfall. It sounds familiar, like I've heard it whispered in the wind. Was that like a PvP type MMO or something? Or like what kind of game was Redfall? I don't know why I'm thinking of the book Redwall, where it's like the little animals like in like medieval times or something. Which that would be wild if they made a Redwall game. Like you're playing as little mice in like knight's armor, fighting badgers and attacking crows. I don't know, it might be kind of fun. So where's this potion at? He did prepare the potion, right? And he gave it to me. There it is. So it transforms you into the form of a bird spirit. Must be used at the Bahamut ruins. Gotcha. I guess as soon as you hit the Bahamut ruins, you can use it. Let's do it. Yo! Oh, it only lasts for 5 minutes. We better get our booties going. All right, let's talk to the Elder Curatai here. The messenger to the Feralfin. I humbly welcome you to our temple, spirit. Greetings, Elder. It is time for your people to end their hostility toward the Draenei and their allies. Treat with the Draenei the people who turned their backs on us while we suffered? I think not. A true spirit does not speak thus. Reveal yourself, impostor. Who sent you? I did not mean to deceive you, Elder. The Draenei of Telrador thought to approach you in a way that would be familiar to you. So we're to trust people who would insult us with this deception? Do the Draenei think so little of us that they must resort to trickery to get our attention? We're aware of their desire to redeem us, but my people want none of their redemption. We are capable of standing on our own, and we will pursue our destiny as a proud and separate people. Carry this message to your allies. I will tell them. Farewell, Elder. Good. Be sure they understand. Now, I would appreciate it if you would leave my temple in peace. Dang. Well, I guess there's no trick in those guys. Wait a second. Can I grab this? Let's see if we can get this without transforming. It's a fell iron chest. Okay, there wasn't much in that, but I think we just stole from these guys. That's fine. Peace. Peace. So we've got to return the message that, like, they weren't having none of our shenanigans, so let's return the message. Return the message. And I think this might be the last quest in Zangarmarsh. Holy smokes. I can't believe it. I can't believe it, man. We've been in Zangarmarsh for a little bit now, man. I think it's time to go to Blade's Edge, though. I think so. Because I think, well, our first breadcrumb quest actually led us to Terracar Forest, but I think we're ready. Actually, we have a breadcrumb to Nagrand as well. There's so many just good choices. Oh, a vampire team slayer type of game. Here, let's see. Redfall game. Oh, wow. Okay. Wow, that looks interesting. A vampire team slayer type of game. Wow. All right, let's see what this dude has to say now.
Remember the lesson.
So did you speak to the Ferelfin Elder?
Do not lose faith.
And they refused? They are welcome to choose their own path, of course, but their choice surprises me. I would think that all the Draenei, including the broken and lost ones, would still remember that we're all a part of the same people. I suppose he is right about the folly of deceiving them, but still, could he not see that our intentions were friendly? Yeah, these guys want so bad to be like kind to their neighbors, and the lost ones are just like, nah, man, not a chance. Not a chance. And yeah, I think that was the end of Zangarmarsh. I don't think there's any other quests in Zangarmarsh, actually. Let's see, just to double check here. Yeah, I think all of this. Yeah, we blew this one up, man. All right, let's head to Blade's Edge. I guess we get there through, well, I guess there's different ways you can get there. You can kind of go through, I guess, this little area, or go through This one. We're gonna take the main road though, I think, out of Ouroboros. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, let's go. We'll just take the flight path. It's a little bit faster. I'm curious what the flight speed is of the actual just taking the flight master. Like how fast that is in comparison. And then we'll take this road right here and then make our way officially into Blade's Edge. Man, I am stoked. We get to see a whole new region too, with all kinds of quests. Yep. And I think Blade's Edge is like all about ogres too. That could be really fun. And for the sake of it, let's take our ground mount. We're gonna get on our Black War Tiger. There we go. Yeah, let's take the Tiger. The Blade's Edge Mountain. We're here. We've got the Ouroboros Harborage Defenders at the gates here. Jeez. We got Sentinel Moon Whisper with a quest for us right at the edge here.
I am honored.
Killing the crawlers. Commander Shadow, or Sky Shadow, wants this tunnel cleared out so we can expedite trade with the Harborage. I must not leave my post here, so I'm leaving the task into your hands. Clear the tunnel and report to Commander Sky Shadow at once. All right, we have our orders. So this is an actual tunnel. So what were those 2 games you mentioned playing soon? Soonish, I don't know. I know right after we finish Evil West, I'm gonna jump into RoboCop Rogue City. But other than that, I'm not sure. All right, we're clearing the tunnels towards Blade's Edge. Let's freaking go. I don't think I've ever been through here. This is wild. I didn't even know that there was a tunnel that led to Blade's Edge. This is crazy. Okay, so they want to expedite travel from Blade's Edge to Negron, and the only way is by clearing out these tunnels of freaking spiders and stuff. Crazy. It's given me like from Lord of the Rings, like Shelob's Lair, where like Frodo is going through it. Dude, it would be so freaking neat if they had swords in this game that changed color based on what you were fighting, kind of like Sting, right? Like if it had some sort of like inscription on the blade where it did do extra damage to, say, like spiders, and whenever you are around spiders, it starts to glow. That would be really cool. Not just like a permanent enchanted glow, but only start to glow when you're around that type of monster. I think that could be really neat. Because it's like that incantation placed on the blade, and that magic starts to come to life when it's actually being needed, you know? instead of just being this all-encompassing enchantment that just stays on the blade and just like makes it colorful all the time, but only have it really show its face when it's ready to be used. Killed all those spiders. Let's see if we can just run through now. We'll stun this guy. Oh my gosh, there's a giant one. Dude, I'm all in. I'm all in. Let's go. Not on my watch. Get out of here. Okay, now we can run. Dude, yeah, let's get out of here. There's so many spiders. Oh, we got some like fairies and some deep root. Dude, a giant out here too. Nice. Nice. I will comment on other videos when I can. Oh man, like it's never like anything like that, man. I mean, you know, my videos are there for people to enjoy, and just, you know, if they want to play a game and they see like, you know, my videos and they're just like, oh yeah, this game looks cool, and they're able to kind of see what the gameplay looks like to kind of make their own decision. You know, that's sort of why it's there, but you know, it's never anything like intense. Oh, let's get back on our cat. All right, I want to see what okay, so as soon as we get over here, we have some like Fey Drakes, we have a strong limb deep root dude. This dude looks wild for sure. And we're in like the Living Grove apparently, so this is definitely very night elf centric. Okay, Grove Stalk. Oh, we got like a Grove Stalker lion type thing. Yo, what is this? Sylvanar? Yeah, this is a night elf outpost for sure. This is sick. And we've got some Sylvanar Sentinels. My dude, what's up? Hello. Hello. And this is Kylon Nightblade. No time for curiosity.
How may I help?
If you haven't already, make sure that you offer your assistance to Rena Moonspring.
Goddess, watch over you.
Kylon eyes you suspiciously. I don't know you, human. Do you have business with me?
Illuminate your path.
So you've brought Timothy's response. Good old freaking Timothy over in Orbor Harbridge. The dude's a mess. All right, what did Timothy have to say here? Kylon pauses a moment to read the letter, then laughs. He's got everything under control, he says. Doesn't need help, he says. I could have predicted that. Some people never change. Look, he even took the time to correct my spelling. Kylon lets out a half-hearted sigh. I shouldn't have sent the letter. I forgot. The specialist always has the situation under control. Always.
May the stars guide you.
Yeah, Timothy is considered the specialist. Okay, so we're in Sylvanar. Oh my goodness. So there's Rena Moonspring. We're definitely gonna wait on that. Didn't we have another breadcrumb quest that led over here? Yeah, there's a few. Like, what is this? Oh, killing the crawlers from where we just went through the tunnel.
How may I help?
Good work, Paladin. That tunnel is our lifeline to the swamp.
Goodbye.
Wow. Wow, that's sick. Was there any other breadcrumb quests? I guess this dude is like the main commander here too.
Can I assist you?
Let's see what he has to say. It's good to see a human, such as yourself, contributing to the well-being of Sylvanar. We've done a lot here in a very short time, but the forces that surround us threaten our way of life. I would hear what you have to say. Speak your mind, Paladin. And we will. In the next video. Yeah. Yeah, guys, thank you so much for being here. Thank you, Landon and Metal. It was great to have you guys in the chat today. Super awesome. Love having people like chime in and just enjoy the stream. If you're on YouTube watching this video, thanks for making it this far. Think about liking, commenting, subscribing. Would love to have you. And then we will be back next week as always on Monday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will be starting into Blade's Edge for the first time, and that's gonna be dope. Oh, Landon, yeah, hey man, we'll see you, dude. We'll see you next week. It was good having you again. Thank you. And but yeah, so we'll be back next week, 3 p.m. I hope you guys have a wonderful, magical, powerful, and great week and weekend ahead. Until then, we'll see you. Peace.